How's it going, Dazzlers? Welcome back to Daz Games and another Daz Watches. Height. Length. When it comes to men, women like things bigger, stronger, taller, the better. And if you're a short ass and not very tall, there is literally nothing you can do about it. You just have to accept that no woman is ever going to want you and that you're a failure. Because apparently being tall is important. I'm 6 foot tall, so naturally I'm a tree. But other than that, you're stuck with what you are. Or so it seems. Advances in technology and surgical practice means that we can now grow taller. Today, guys, you guys have asked me to watch a video called Leg Lengthening. The people having surgery to be a bit taller. I think PewDiePie, you guys said PewDiePie reacted to this recently and you wanted to see my views on it, so here I am. And apparently, men out there are getting surgery to basically make themselves taller. That's right, ladies. You thought that it was all you had to get big lips and big hips and big bums and boobs and no. Us men, we get penalized for being too short. I also have a thing about bones, as we know on this channel. So, yeah. Let's watch a video!
I started off at 5'4" is when I got the surgery done, and now I'm 5'7".
Wow. That's quite a height difference. I mean, 5'4" is quite small. Bless him.
To where I broke both of my femurs to get this surgery.
So I basically had 2 sticks of bone and a little metal bar in between them.
So your bone.
Oh god, they're Wolverining these men. The part of their shin is just metal. Oh god, what if you're walking one day and it just slips? Ah, god, no! I'll be small. I don't care.
Effectively didn't grow back together.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
We have to be very careful about what we do and how it's done.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it. If a woman doesn't like her man short, fucking deal with it. We don't like your attitude. Just, you know, oh, that's not worth the risk, is it?
Is a wild thing that you're doing, but if it's gonna make you happier in the long run, then it's worth it.
You know what? That's what people say, though, isn't it? Like we criticize people for having surgeries, and I don't think there's one girl that I don't know that just wants fillers or ass fat injected into somewhere. And some of these girls I know, they're so pretty. I wouldn't do anything to them. I wouldn't do anything to them. It's like going up to the Mona Lisa and going, oh, do you know what? Do you know what? She needs lip fillers. No! Stop it! It's art! Don't ruin it! But, you know, it makes them genuinely happy, I guess. So, their body, their rules.
A lot of people would probably like to be a few inches taller. From dating shows.
Everyone's tall, dark and handsome.
You know, I was watching, I don't watch Love Island or anything like that because it's just, it makes my brain hurt. But like, all of the women were like, they have to be tall, they have to be dark, like, you know, damn.
Size and success, being small is seen as a big disadvantage and something you can't do much about.
Even in sports, anything, like being tall for a guy is like a massive bonus. Everyone wanted me to like be on their team in like, you know, football or rugby back in school because, you know, I'm a big guy. And but my downfall is that I was shocking at sports. So, you know, I had the height advantage, just not the athleticism.
Until now. Limb lengthening surgery is a long, expensive and painful undertaking.
Long. It's a pun.
Which, nonetheless, is growing in popularity.
Growing. Sorry.
Including here in the UK. Costing anything up to an eye-watering £120,000.
120 grand? Just so you can see over the top shelf a little bit better? Christ, that's a house! Denise or Debbie or whatever your fucking name is, like, you can fucking wait. You can wait. Go find someone else. That's 2 inches taller. I don't give a shit.
It claims to be able to help patients grow by a staggering 13 centimetres.
13 centimetres? That's a lot, though, isn't it? Can you imagine, like, not seeing your friend for ages and then you suddenly meet up in town and they're fucking 7 foot taller? You'd be like, oh, hey, Dan, what's up? Oh, shit. You're in your 40s. When did you get a growth spurt, my man? That's weird, isn't it? It's weird. What a world.
It was pioneered by this man, Gavril Elizarov.
A short man. trust it to be made by a short, balding man. Yeah.
Soviet doctor treating injured soldiers returning from the Second World War. Techniques have changed during the last 70 years, but many of the principles remain the same. A hole is drilled into the leg bone.
God damn it, here it comes. Ah, shit. Oh, why are they drilling? Why are they drilling? Why are they drilling? Why are they drilling? You drill shelves. You drill holes in walls, not legs. Ah.
Is then literally broken in two. A metal rod
No. No.
is put inside and held in place by a number of screws. It's this rod which is lengthened a little bit each day.
What in the X-Men is that? Look at that. They've drilled into his hip. How many screws is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. See what you're doing to us, ladies? Huh? You're turning us into fucking Hugh Jackman. Because of your tall, dark and handsome bullshit. Buy a fella a box, alright? Bring a box out with you for him to stand on if you can't handle it. Oh, shit.
The surgery was once reserved for people with a serious injury or deformity. But
Yeah, well, I get that, like, if you have to have it done, but just to impress the girl next door?
as a 5'7" mountain of a man myself, I can understand why people might be tempted by this kind of surgery. But taking such drastic measures for just a few inches does feel a bit extreme.
Is it really? Is it really that big of a deal? I mean, I'm tall, and when people meet up with me, they only see me from, like, here up on these videos. And when they meet me in person, they're, like, looking up thinking, shit, Daz, you're tall. And honestly, and usually, when girls, like, say that to me, and they see me, they're, oh my god, Daz! And then you hear in their voice, it changes. They go, you're so tall. As if it's attractive! They expected to greet me like this! Oh, look at a wee little Daz! Don't know why they're Irish all of a sudden. So it really is just a big deal, isn't it? I've dated girls of all sizes and shapes. Like, I don't really give a shit. If your personality is banging and you're just kind, you know, that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a lot. I don't want your face filled with shit. I don't care. I dated a girl taller than me once when I was back in high school. Like, she was already, like, 6 foot. And I hadn't finished growing yet. Like, she was up here. Like, loved it. Didn't have a problem. I didn't care being smaller, and she didn't care that I was smaller. Well, she did in the end, because she turns out she was a lesbian in the end. But, yeah. Honestly, if I wrote a book on my dating history, I don't think half of it would be believed.
But some people are willing to take those risks. I want to meet these people, to find out what led them to getting the surgery, what their experiences have been.
I'm sorry, but can you just... As a presenter, can you just stand back a bit from the camera? Why is he so close? It's bugging me.
Yes, I started thinking about it a little bit more my senior year of high school, and like women generally don't date guys that are shorter than them, so it's kind of tough to be a guy and approach a girl that's taller than you. It's like sometimes I would fester on not being able to find a wife, or thinking that girls would just like never look at me when we were out in public.
I mean, you know, there are women that just don't care. I'm joking. Like, I understand that there are women out there that just genuinely don't care. But I am gonna say this as a guy, and as a guy who has shorter friends and stuff. Okay, most girls do prefer a taller guy. Like, it's just how it is, and it works both ways on the spectrum. You know, guys just want girls with bigger asses or bigger boobs, and you know, the point is, you should never have to like alter your physical being to get more chances of getting with people that you like. For instance, there's a lot of girls out there that probably would have dated me had I been slimmer in the past. Recently, the past year, I've lost about 45 pounds in weight. And I've done that purely for health reasons. I was fine. I didn't give a shit that I was bigger. I was just, you know, my doctor, you know, said, you know, Daz, you're unhealthy. And these complications are on the way. So, I made some changes for my own health. But if some bitch was like, I would date you, but if you lost weight, I'd be like, well, honey, I'm gonna go order a Subway and you're gonna go away. Alright, let's leave it there. The way the world and media and the internet, like, especially for women, like, it's hard because they're getting all these surgeries at such a young age, and because they feel like they need bigger lips or they need bigger boobs or smaller boobs, or, you know, honest to God, there is someone out there for everyone. Don't change who you are because it's popular, because then you look like everyone else. How are you going to stand out?
How have you changed physically? And then, as a consequence, how has your life changed?
So I started off at 5'4" is when I got the surgery done, and now I'm 5'7".
Oh, God, it's just, oh, God. Oh, God, it makes my spine hurt. Shit! Fuck, I can't deal with that. I can't.
Tallest person in the room. But in terms of, like, perspective, like, I still definitely think about height. I just think about...
Wow. That's such a difference, isn't it? Look at that. He can look down on himself. It even somehow, like, makes it look like he has a different body as well, just being taller and longer. I just wouldn't be able to cope knowing that those rods were in my legs, and at any point, if something was to go wrong or a screw came loose, I'd just fall on the floor like Frankenstein.
Before I let Sam go, I had a final question. It's one thing having the surgery at a world-leading hospital, but what about the people going to the cheaper clinics, popping up all over the world?
Well, those people are probably going to have, instead of metal titanium rods in between their bones, they're going to have fucking Pringle cans holding them up. I mean, if I had to get this surgery done, if I had to, I would go to the best in the world. I would save up, whatever. I would never, ever go to a back alley and have someone make me taller.
That's a scary thing, you know? It's not something that you can just have done and not think about 4 months, 6 months after the surgery.
I don't know why I get people get desperate and they risk it and they go to, like, cheaper places and practices that aren't good. I had a kitchen done earlier this year, and they took, like, so many attempts at doing it properly because the floor was like that. And in the end, I called a stop to it. And I said, and the guy was like, why don't you just, you know, if you weren't happy with it, why don't you just let us do it again? And my response to him was, I looked at him and I said, if you went to a doctor and you just wanted to get, like, a mole removed, all right? And then you woke up with no fucking arms, would you say, oh, it's all right, mistakes happen, do it again? Wouldn't! You wouldn't! And then I kicked him out. Got a new builder to do it properly. And I don't understand why people would even risk their own bodies, not just waiting a little while longer if they absolutely have to do this, and going to, like, proper places, because my God, there are some dodgy people out there.
I can empathise completely with wanting to do something about your height, but is it really worth putting your body directly in harm's way?
No. I just think out of all of them, out of all these surgeries, like, making yourself taller, I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of surgery.
According to my research, more and more people are deciding it is worth it. Several clinics are performing leg lengthening operations at 5 times the rate they were just 10 years ago, and hundreds of people are having it done each year. To find out more, I'm on my way to visit Dr. Goodyear, a renowned orthopaedic surgeon in London. Dr. Goodyear specialises in limb reconstruction for people...
He looks like he'd be the type to specialise in limb reconstruction. Some doctors just look like they're, you know, crazy doctors. Oh, I bet you're not a heart surgeon. You're a head transplanter or something.
I say he was reputable, but somewhere with very experienced limb deformity or limb reconstruction surgical expertise versus getting it done on the cheap. I don't think people are necessarily made aware of all the things.
Russian clinic that offers leg lengthening surgery if you can stand the pain. What does that even mean? If you don't die, it's on the house. People do it. People are stupid enough to do it.
And ended up with rapid onset arthritis. Others who spent months and months and months doing the rehab and eventually lost their jobs, their income stream, ended up fairly bad off. So
crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because, I mean, I understand it if it's a deformity or you've got, like, an injury, like a broken leg. Well, I can't even say it. But, like, this is a lot to put into your body. And I honestly, if it is just a case of just being taller and your appearance and trying to get more dates. This is crazy. If you are a shorter guy, like, and the girls don't like it, fuck them. Like, honestly, it's not worth it. You want to connect with someone who connects with you on all levels for who you are. That's all that matters, trust me.
Most people who I've come across who've wanted cosmetic lengthening actually have quite often psychological problems, body dysmorphic disorders, and other.
Thank you. I've been saying this for fucking years. This does not just go for people who want longer legs, okay? What he just said stretches across a wide band of different problems, and it comes down to a lot of mental illness. And I believe that industry and media stuff is slowly changing. We're seeing more body positive stuff in like sports stores, and they're not editing out like natural skin rolls and stuff. Like all that shit, it's just cancerous, all right? I saw a video the other day. My friend showed me a clip of this woman on Instagram, and she was like a model, like, you know, working with a fitness brand, like these fitness clothes, and just, you know, she was in the gym working out whilst they were taking pictures, you know, for the clothing range. And in the back of her pants, they put a fake ass in her trousers. You know how you get like the chicken cutlets for like, you know, bras, you know, to pack bras out and stuff. They had these fake butt cheeks, and they put them inside the pants to make it look like she had an ass. Like, ladies and gentlemen, everything you see out there on Instagram, unless it's my Instagram, because I don't edit my pictures other than putting a filter on them. Everything out there that you see like this, it's horse shit, okay? And I'm particularly speaking to the younger generation that watch my videos, okay? If you're a young girl growing up and looking at Kylie Jenner and thinking, she's rich, she's powerful, she's successful, and she looks like that, that's what I need to be. It's horse shit, okay? You do not need to lengthen yourself, stretch yourself, shrink yourself. If you have a talent and you know you're good at something, go for it. Just don't do shit to your body that's not meant to be in it. It's not worth it. I think we all need to understand the beauty of our uniqueness. No one is like you. There's not another one like you. Even twins are unique in their own way. And that's what we should be teaching, like, not that guys need, you know, metal limbs. Guys, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm shuddering at the thought of this. Thank you so much for suggesting this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Ladies out there, does size really matter? And not like that, alright? I meant like that, alright? Do you prefer a taller guy, or do you not really give a shit? Be honest. Like, love, crest my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay dazzling.